Good morning, good morning. It is absolutely late this morning. I got up very late today. I was just absolutely knackered. It's now 10:30 and I'm enjoying my breakfast. I got into toast again. I'm making this with my pan. So I'm toasting my homemade bread. And I'm into butter, peanut butter, cheese in the morning. Yes, I'm back into cheese eating. I haven't had cheese for over a year, so I'm back into cheese eating. I love also toast, butter and peanut butter on top with some salt. And some banana. They're very ripe now. So that's what I'm enjoying right now, and I'll see you in a minute after I finish my food. I absolutely love it. It's delicious. I look forward to that every morning for about a few weeks now. And I didn't get sick of it, so I'll see you in a minute. Right, so I'm back. It was absolutely delicious earlier with those toasts. And I just wanted to show you actually now how I do meat protein elimination trials with my dog, as I wanted to figure out what he can eat, what he can't eat. So as I've been doing this over the past, I would say a month or two now, as you have to go steady with it, I thought I'm going to explain, because it's super easy, guys. It's super easy. I'm going to explain how I do it, and maybe that gives you a bit of courage in order to try it yourself. You don't have to be an expert for it. I am not an expert, so it's just super easy. I just read a few things online and tried it myself, and it literally is super easy. Nothing that you can do wrong with. And therefore, yeah, I'll just talk about what I do. And just to give the statement beforehand, before I do this, I'm not a vet nutritionist, I'm not a vet, I'm not a professional, I'm just a dog mom who has tried things herself because nobody else was able to tell me how to do things. So therefore, I am not claiming anything, it's just my experience, and if you try it yourself, please get a professional to help you out with it. Okay, let's get started. So, what I do, I have here rabbit and lamb. So what I do is, I figured out the base protein that my dog could have, which in my dog's case is rabbit and venison. These are both the main proteins, the base proteins that he does not react to, and he has not since 4 years. And I tried that with a food trial. I did everything else, wiped out what he got so far. He was living on beef, chicken, all these things that you can get in the food stores, and beef, chicken, pork, all these things they're very common available, like in the supermarket. You can get them everywhere. And he was living on that, and that made him sick. So I tried eliminating everything. Like, I stopped feeding everything, and I went on to fish. That was the first thing. I stopped feeding kibble, I stopped feeding the home cooked, I just went on to fish. So fish went on for a few days. So that was the first base meat or base ingredient that I'd done back in the days. And on that I built on my trials, because fish is super neutral. You can try that with anything. That's how I figured out how that he's not reacting to venison and rabbit. First of all, because he never had it before. I never fed this to him before. It was a protein that he'd never been exposed to, and it is very very soft for dogs with allergies anyway, rabbit. Venison can be a bit hot for hot dogs as it is a warming meat. So that's how I found out. Used fish as a base, stopped everything else, including vegetables, fruits, treats. Everything else he's gotten at that time so far, I stopped feeding. And I just went with fish, nothing else. So just to be clear about this, so you can actually figure out what's wrong. And then I topped on small amounts of rabbit. Didn't went on with the whole meal. I just went on with small amounts. And that's how I found out he's fine with rabbit and venison. Okay, so that was back in the days. Now that I know he's good on rabbit and venison, rabbit is my base meat because venison is getting a bit too expensive. I do venison as well, but not as much as rabbit. So rabbit is his base meat for everything. Rabbit and fish. If I can't get rabbit, I do fish, but that's not as nutritious. So what I do, he gets usually about 350 grams of raw meat per meal. So what I do is I feed about 300 grams. I put that in a bowl of the base meat, which is rabbit in this case. And then I do about 30 to 50 grams, not too much, just a quarter of the whole meal I do on the trial meat, whatever I try. So in this case it's lamb. I do a little bit of that and then feed that to him for a day. I can see results as early as 6 hours. Then that's what I figured out about him, because that's how fast it goes through the digestive tract, and that's how fast you can see symptoms of him liking it or not, him working with it or not. And yeah, that's how I find out how I can make it work, or how he reacts to it or doesn't react to it. And if nothing happens within 2 days, 1 or 2 days, I increase the amount of the trial meat, which is in case this here, to 100 grams, and the rest is base meat. If I get to half and half, like half rabbit, half lamb, and he still doesn't react to it, it's very good. It's a very good sign. And I keep going. I keep shrinking the rabbit grams and increase the trial meat grams. And if still nothing happens, then I know for sure that he's good with it. And by, I think, 1 or 2 days into the trial, even if I haven't reached half and half in the bowl, he usually starts reacting. I can see it, as I said, as early as 6 hours after. He can get, well, the signs can be anything from loose poop to restlessness right after eating, to grumbly stomach, to, in severe cases, vomiting, which he has not done with any of the trials lately, which is very good. Can be as much as itching paws, nibbling paws, being uncomfortable, and pacing around. Panting can be a symptom. Yeah, so that's how I know in some cases that is not a good thing to give. Yeah, so that's how I trial my dog on new proteins. And it works every single time, guys. This is literally it. You just take a quarter of trial meat, mix it with the base meat that you know is safe for the dog, and then you increase it gradually over a few days and see what happens, how he reacts to it, and you just adjust as you go. And you can tell on the dog, hopefully. I mean, I can tell on my dog if he reacts to it and what he does. And yeah, I learned how to see the symptoms as well, and how to see the signs. I did not see it at the start, because yeah, you just You just have to watch out. You have to learn things and read a bit online on how to do it and what to look out for on a dog when he feels uncomfortable and stuff like that. So it is a learning process, and it's rewarding. It's very rewarding. I love doing this. I really do. I love watching him thrive, and obviously not being uncomfortable. That's horrible to see. But I can see, I can watch the symptoms, and every time I have a success, a breakthrough, I'm like, yes, this is great. I can go forward with this. Because it's awesome to see when your dog's thriving on something after such a long time of being in misery. Yeah, it's just awesome to just do these things and learn more about animal behavior and how to interpret it, and yeah, it's just how to deal with it and what to do better in terms of helping them out. It's just awesome. Anyway, that's my food trial as well. Like I said, the main thing is just the base meats, just the meats. Do not feed anything else. Do not feed any treats. Do not feed any vegetables or fruits or ice creams or anything next to it. It needs to be only the meats. Because if you do that, you have no idea what he reacted to. That's the main thing. And he will not suffer. He will not have any deficiencies if you just do the food trial and just give the meat. That's the baseline. Plus, I did it with raw food, and I cannot tell you anything about kibble trials or anything because I do not recommend it. I moved away from kibble years ago, and I will never go back, guys. It is not recommended to do food trials with kibble because look in the ingredient list, it is a mess. There is carbs in it, there is starches in it, there is unnecessary fillers in it, anything. So the best bet is to go with shred raw meat, and so you can trial it out. Plus, if you want to home cook it, if you don't do the raw, if you want to home cook it, that's fine as well, but leave everything else out. I can't mention this enough, leave everything else out because you don't know what else he reacts to, and it's not going to make him starve. He will be fine for a few days food trial. So that's how I do my food trials. I hope this helped you a little bit, as it is super easy, guys. It really is. Only have to figure out how much he eats, or she. I don't know. He keeps saying he because I refer to my dog. And yeah, go from there. Go from there on and what I just explained. And if you're unsure, like I said, get a professional to look at it too and give you guidance, but it is super easy. It really is super easy. If you want to have more info on this, if you have any questions, just drop me a comment and I'm happy to help you out. Otherwise, just make your vet work for you if they know how to do it, because they're not really trained on nutrition. Otherwise, yeah, just get a nutritionist to look at it for you if you're very unsure. But like I said, it's super easy. That might be the video for now, to not drag it on for too long. And I'll see you around, guys. Are you chasing flies, mister? Are you chasing flies?